Hey everyone, welcome back to Double Your Vocabulary. Iris here, alongside my fantastic co-host Ernesto, and our little schnauzer mascot, Spody, who's probably napping under the desk.
That's right, Iris. Today, we're diving straight into a super practical skill, how to introduce yourself quickly and effectively in any real-life situation. It's all about making a great first impression fast.
Absolutely, we know it can be a bit daunting when you meet new folks, especially when time is short. But with a few solid phrases, you'll feel way more confident.
Exactly, we've cooked up 3 different scenarios for you, showing exactly how these introductions can play out. We'll handle various social and professional settings.
Think of these as your go-to templates. You can mix and match parts, or just use them as they are, adapting them to whoever you're talking to.
And remember, these are about being concise and clear, getting your essential info out there without a lengthy explanation. Let's jump into the practice samples.
All right, scenario number 1. You're at a busy networking event, mingling around. Someone just finished a brief chat nearby, and you see an opening.
Here's how it might go. I'm stepping in to meet you, Iris, for the first time in this professional gathering. Excuse me for interjecting. I couldn't help but overhear you mention the new tech rollout. My name is Ernesto. I'm with Apex Innovations, focusing on user experience. What brings you here today?
Hi, Ernesto. Nice to meet you. I'm Iris from Creative Solutions. We're actually exploring similar advancements, trying to streamline our internal processes. I'm here mainly to connect with like-minded professionals.
That's compelling. User experience and streamlining go hand in hand. I'd be keen to hear more about your approach if you have a moment.
Definitely, I'd be happy to elaborate. It's a challenging but rewarding endeavor. Okay, moving on to our second scenario. Imagine you're at a friend's casual backyard barbecue. You spot someone new across the grill, looking a bit shy.
Let's say I'm that shy person, and Iris, you're coming over to say hello. Keep it light and friendly for this setting.
Hey there, I don't think we've met. I'm Iris, a friend of Sarah's. Are you enjoying the party? That burger smells amazing.
Oh, hi, Iris. Yeah, it's great. I'm Ernesto, Sarah's cousin. First time at one of her barbecues, actually. And you're right, the food is top-notch.
Nice to finally put a face to the name. Sarah talks about you all the time. Don't be a stranger. Grab a drink if you need one. The cooler's right over there.
Will do, thanks. I appreciate that. Good to meet you, Iris.
And for our final simulation, let's switch gears to a slightly more formal, perhaps quick, group introduction. You've just walked into a project team meeting where not everyone knows each other yet.
I'll be the one entering the room. I need to get my name and roll out efficiently without disrupting the flow too much. Here we go. Good morning, everyone. Pardon the slight delay. For those I haven't had the pleasure of meeting, I'm Ernesto Sanchez, the lead architect for the new system integration. Glad to be joining this kickoff.
Welcome, Ernesto. Iris Chen, project manager. Glad you could make it. We were just discussing the initial timelines. Feel free to grab a seat.
Thanks, Iris. Looking forward to contributing and catching up on the specifics.
All right, so we just ran through 3 very distinct ways to introduce yourself quickly. Ernesto, what did you want to highlight from the first interaction, the networking event?
The key there was excuse me for interjecting. It's polite, acknowledges you're joining a conversation, but still assertive. Then immediately state your name, company, and area of focus. It gets to the point.
And asking, what brings you here today, is excellent. It's an open-ended question that invites the other person to share, which can spark a deeper conversation and shows genuine interest.
Exactly, you're not just throwing your information at them. You're initiating an exchange. Also, mentioning keen to hear more shows enthusiasm and keeps the door open for follow-up.
Moving to the casual barbecue, hey there, I don't think we've met, is super natural and friendly. It's low pressure and perfect for a relaxed social scene.
Pairing that with I'm Iris, a friend of Sarah's, gives immediate context, so the person knows how you fit into the group. It establishes a connection right away.
And the addition of a light observation, like, that burger smells amazing, breaks the ice. It gives them something easy to respond to beyond just confirming their name.
Right? It's not just a dry exchange of names. It feels more human. And saying, don't be a stranger, is a warm way to invite further interaction without being demanding.
For the more formal team meeting, pardon the slight delay is a professional courtesy. It sets the tone and acknowledges your arrival without disrupting things too much.
Crucially, for those I haven't had the pleasure of meeting, clearly defines who you're addressing. Then, straight to your name and specific role. It's direct and respects everyone's time.
And finishing with glad to be joining this kickoff, or looking forward to contributing, expresses positive engagement and readiness to be part of the team. That's a strong finish.
Absolutely, it conveys professionalism and enthusiasm. These phrases are all about being clear, confident, and approachable, no matter the situation.
So, diving deeper into those, what are some quick linguistic shortcuts our listeners can grab onto to sound even more natural when they're making these introductions?
Absolutely, Iris. For that first scenario, the networking event, instead of a full excuse me for interjecting, you could just go with excuse me, just jumping in here. It's quicker, more casual, but still polite.
That's a great little hack. And for I couldn't help but overhear, which can sound a bit long, what's a snappier way to get to the same point?
Try I heard you mention, or even just I caught that you were talking about. It's less wordy and gets straight to the context you're referring to. People appreciate directness.
Good point. And from the barbecue scene, when you said, nice to finally put a face to the name, is there a shorter way to express that sentiment?
You bet. You could just say good to meet you, I've heard a lot, or even so you're Ernesto, if you already know their name from your friend. It implies you know of them without needing the whole idiom.
Perfect. It signals recognition without making it a big deal. And for the team meeting, instead of for those I haven't had the pleasure of meeting.
A simple hi everyone, for those I haven't met yet, works just as well. It's concise and perfectly clear, still very professional, just a little less formal.
Excellent. Now, let's take some of these key phrases and see them in a few other daily contexts. Let's start with couldn't help but overhear. How would that play out somewhere unexpected?
Okay, imagine you're at a coffee shop. Someone nearby is talking about a new local park. You might lean over and say, excuse me, I couldn't help but overhear you talking about the new park. Is it open yet?
That's great for making a spontaneous connection. What about keen to hear more? Say you're talking to a friend about their travel plans.
You could say, wow, that trip to Japan sounds incredible. I'm keen to hear more about your itinerary once you've planned it out. It shows genuine interest in their story.
It's a step up from just tell me more. It adds a nice layer of enthusiasm. Next, don't be a stranger. How would that fit into a work context, maybe with a new colleague?
After a quick chat in the break room, you could say, well, it was good chatting. If you have any questions about the project or just want to grab a coffee, don't be a stranger. It opens the door for future interaction.
That's a warm way to welcome someone. How about pardon the slight delay? Maybe you're late meeting a friend for lunch.
You'd walk up and immediately say, hey, sorry, pardon the slight delay, traffic was a nightmare. It's a polite acknowledgement without over-apologizing, good for keeping things light.
Very relatable. And finally, looking forward to contributing. Beyond a work meeting, where else could that phrase shine?
Imagine you've just joined a local community garden. You could say to the group, thanks for having me, everyone. I'm really looking forward to contributing to the garden and getting my hands dirty.
That shows initiative and a willingness to be part of the group. These phrases are super flexible. Now, let's talk about adjusting your tone. How do you go from more relaxed to more polite without actually using the word formal?
It often comes down to word choice. Instead of saying, hey, mind if I jump in, for relaxed, you'd use excuse me for interjecting for more polite. See how the word interjecting just adds a touch more respect.
Absolutely. It's about choosing words that convey a different level of respect or distance. What about when you're asking, what's up? In a very relaxed setting versus being more polite.
For relaxed, so what's up or what's happening is perfectly fine. For more polite, you'd stick with what brings you here today or what are you working on. If it's a professional context, it broadens the scope and sounds more considerate.
Right, the polite version leaves more room for a detailed answer. It's less direct, which can be a good thing depending on the situation. What's another good example?
When you're leaving a casual gathering, you might just say see ya or later. But if you want to be more polite, especially with someone you've just met or in a slightly more structured event, you'd go with it was a pleasure meeting you or good to meet you. Hope to see you again soon.
That makes total sense. It's all about context, isn't it? The words you choose subtly signal how you perceive the interaction and the other person.
Exactly, even something as simple as thanks versus thank you so much, I really appreciate it. Both express gratitude, but one is clearly more polite and emphasizes your appreciation.
And the key is practicing these phrases, not just knowing them. Trying them out in different situations helps them become second nature.
Precisely, the more you use them, the more natural they'll feel, and the easier it will be to adjust your politeness level almost instinctively.
Precisely. The more you use them, the more natural they'll feel, and the easier it will be to adjust your politeness level almost instinctively. All right, Ernesto, let's put these ideas into action with some rapid-fire scenarios. First up, you're at a conference, and you overhear someone talking about a subject you're really passionate about, but they look like they're about to leave. What's your quick move?
Easy, excuse me, just jumping in here. I couldn't help but overhear you talking about topic. That's something I'm really interested in.
Boom, direct and polite. Next scenario, you're at a casual barbecue. Your friend introduces you to Sarah, someone they've mentioned a lot but you've never met.
Sarah, good to finally meet you. I've heard so much about you from friend's name.
Perfect, shows you know who she is. Last one, it's your first day joining a new remote team meeting. How do you introduce yourself to everyone?
Hi everyone, for those I haven't met yet, I'm Ernesto. Really looking forward to contributing here.
Those are solid, practical examples that really bring our linguistic shortcuts to life. Now, before we wrap up, let's do a super fast recap of our top 3 high-value tips from today's episode.
Absolutely. Tip number 1, always consider the context. Adjust your phrases to fit whether it's a relaxed chat or a more structured setting.
Yes, context is king. Tip number 2.
Use those linguistic shortcuts we discussed. They make you sound more natural and fluent, cutting down on unnecessary words.
Snappier is better. And finally, tip number 3.
Practice, practice, practice. The more you actively use these phrases, the more they become second nature.
Excellent. Context, shortcuts, and practice. That's a powerful trio for sounding more like a native speaker.
It truly is, Iris. And that brings us to the end of another episode.
Thank you for joining us on American English Coach. If you're looking to consistently expand your vocabulary and speak with more confidence, make sure to check out our sister podcast, Double Your Vocabulary. Find us wherever you get your audio and hit that follow button so you don't miss out on future episodes. Until next time, keep practicing.